You must know this: the intimate way a narcissist subtly rejects their partner. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissist and Karma channel. Within this sphere, narcissists craft complex webs of deception, constructing numerous schemes intended to diminish their unsuspecting partners. Accompany me as we uncover the hidden strategies that often reside beneath the surface of seemingly affectionate connections. As we investigate the ever-changing universe of the narcissist, brace yourself for emotional turmoil, unpredictable mood fluctuations that rise and fall without prior notice. Their capricious nature is simultaneously unsettling and captivating, as they enact covert tactics with remarkable accuracy. Before we commence, I enthusiastically encourage you to accompany me on this voyage of unveiling. As we examine this disconcerting topic, some may identify familiar behavioral patterns from previous experiences, as I have in my own life. In such cases, understanding the underlying motives that separate self-preservation from malicious manipulation, characteristic of narcissists, is essential. Together, we will delve into the intimate dimensions of this emotional maze, exposing how narcissists discreetly reject their partners. We will investigate the perplexing stop-and-go behaviors that maintain their victims in an ongoing state of bewilderment and apprehension. My genuine hope is that by illuminating these mechanisms, we can enable one another to identify the warning signs of narcissistic manipulation and forge a path towards recovery and personal development. Thus, join me as we venture into the enigmatic realm of the narcissist, striving to comprehend and ultimately overcome their destructive influence. Finally, to those who have recently become part of our community, I extend my profound gratitude for your commitment to seeking insight, comprehension, and healing. Now, let us embark on this fascinating quest collectively. Setting off on a voyage with a narcissist can be compared to navigating a perilous and mystifying maze. Amidst their countless hidden strategies, a subtle sign of rejection often reveals itself early in the relationship: the deliberate evasion of eye contact. This purposeful action aims to undermine your self-esteem, gradually diminishing the once cherished, loving glances shared between the two of you. When the narcissist's gaze does eventually meet yours, those eyes are tinged with animosity or irritation, as if your very existence provokes bitter contempt. With ease, they cast a dark cloud over your interactions, intensifying the uneasy ambience and broadening the emotional gap between you both. This ceaseless dance, this skillfully executed display of scorn, only strengthens their grasp on your emotions, drawing you deeper into their quagmire and leaving you feeling increasingly detached and secluded. As we collectively examine these destructive patterns, I hope that by identifying and comprehending the maneuvers of the narcissist, you can start to restore your sense of self and forge a healthier path ahead. Keep in mind that you are not alone on this journey, and with shared support, we can traverse the maze and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever. While we proceed to unravel the complex tapestry of emotional rejection crafted by the narcissist, we come across another crucial strand: the deliberate construction of communication barriers. Like a bastion of silence, they encase themselves within impregnable walls, determined to maintain a distance from you. You might begin to feel inconsequential, seemingly overlooked in the corners of their thoughts, as if your existence no longer holds any significance in their awareness. In those infrequent moments when conversation becomes unavoidable, the narcissist's biting comments leave you longing for a deeper, more significant bond. As you endeavor to dispel the dense haze of indifference enveloping the relationship, you are confronted with a frigid attitude that promptly snuffs out any remaining warmth. Unknowingly, you turn into another piece on their manipulative chessboard, tactically positioned to amplify your sense of rejection and estrangement. Suddenly, as though a switch has been activated, the narcissist emerges from their self-inflicted seclusion, overflowing with wit and warmth, fabricating an impression that their coldness never occurred. You might find momentary comfort in this brief display of tenderness, optimistically believing the turmoil has subsided permanently. Regrettably, this reprieve is fleeting, and you soon discover yourself plummeting back into the familiar, disorderly cycle that defines your relationship. Connecting with the complex experiences of coping with a narcissist provides consolation in the realization that you are not alone. It is my hope that by recognizing and deciphering these patterns, we can support one another on the journey towards healing and rediscovering our sense of self amid the turbulent dance of manipulation. As we probe further into the intricate ballet of emotional rejection propagated by the narcissist, we uncover another disquieting tactic: the purposeful disassembly of the customs and ties that constitute the very essence of a relationship. Within the framework of an intimate partnership, couples often develop a distinctive dialect, a mosaic of mutual behaviors and tender words that unites them. These treasured customs, such as murmured expressions of love, gentle goodnight kisses, or affectionate touches during farewells, serve as the adhesive that promotes connection and intimacy. Nonetheless, the twisted games of a narcissist disrupt this harmonious melody. With exacting precision, they dangle the possibility of these valued expressions of love, only to callously withhold them as a form of ruthless control. The once sincere kiss deteriorates into a tasteless peck, or is withheld entirely. Endearing pet names are replaced by cold politeness, and the comfort of connection fades into a remote recollection. From an outside perspective, these minor gestures may appear trivial or unimportant. However, within the fragile structure of the relationship, their disintegration carries a substantial effect. By dismantling the sacred moments that typically fortify a connection, the narcissist further consolidates their power and dominance, leaving their partner engulfed in a whirlwind of confusion and isolation, while navigating this passionate but perplexing emotional dance. Comprehending the maneuvers of a narcissist enables us to acknowledge our resilience in handling these testing experiences. By connecting and sympathizing with one another, we can interrupt the cycle of manipulation and nurture healthier connections, rooted in mutual esteem and affection. You are not alone in this journey, and collectively, we can emerge stronger and more insightful than before. This unspoken yet resounding message reverberates through their very being. Don't touch me. The emotional frigidity of their refusal is pervasive, extending beyond the familiar boundaries of your shared space and into the public domain. The narcissist dismisses the notion of displaying your relationship for others to observe, as though humiliated by your very existence. To them, even holding hands or licking arms becomes an intolerable violation. They prefer to stride ahead confidently or linger behind you, attracting attention to themselves instead of the connection that binds you together. Within the privacy of your intimate moments, this hesitance to offer even the smallest physical comfort becomes increasingly noticeable. Strain lingers tangibly in the atmosphere as their body visibly withdraws from your touch. An embrace once treasured now feels unwelcome and burdensome. Hugs and kisses that used to come effortlessly are met with no reciprocation. Formerly adoring glances become icy, and their posture stiffens. Each rejection, each disregarded caress weakens the underpinnings of your bond, submerging you further into the perplexing abyss of confusion and disorientation that the narcissist delights in constructing. Connecting with these occurrences enables us to better comprehend the unsettling dynamics of a relationship with a narcissist. By recognizing the detrimental effects of these behaviors and supporting each other, we can start to heal and reclaim a sense of self-value that surpasses the manipulative hold of the narcissist. You are not alone on this journey, and together we can emerge tenacious and self-assured. As we traverse the intricate labyrinth of emotional dismissal, we encounter the fifth manifestation of this psychological manipulation, closely related to the experiences of feeling overlooked and underestimated. Envision yourself amid life's ever-evolving phases, where the sands of time flow without cessation. It is in this context that the narcissist adeptly wields their concealed technique of time delay, progressively eroding your sense of self-worth. Their tactics are understated yet far-reaching. They may exude warmth and amiability towards others while frostily neglecting you. Their demeanor around you might oscillate unpredictably between moroseness, detachment, or irritability, only to shift into spiritedness when engaging with someone else. Intensifying this upsetting scenario, the narcissist might suddenly cancel plans made with you, further asserting their dominance by blatantly prioritizing their own preferences and wishes over yours. When challenged, they skillfully gaslight you, distorting your perception of reality and attributing your concerns to overreaction, hypersensitivity, or a baseless inclination for conflict. This constant attack on your emotions and logic is a revealing indication of the narcissist's ultimate objective: to communicate through their actions that your value is diminishing in their eyes. The bond that was once prized and mutual begins to deteriorate with each subtle instance of indifference and dismissal, trapping you in a baffling vortex of confusion and self-questioning. The narcissist thrives in this disconcerting atmosphere, leaving you to grapple with the disorienting dance of emotional denial. Identifying these dynamics enables you to better understand and face the challenges of being entangled with a narcissist. By connecting with others who have encountered similar hardships and seeking support, you can commence healing and reconstructing your sense of self-worth beyond the narcissist's influence. Remember that you are not alone in this journey, and together we can emerge more robust and empowered. Delving deeper into the bewildering quagmire of emotional denial, we uncover the narcissist's sixth tactic, where they intentionally avoid exposing themselves in your company. A disconcerting proclamation resonates, veiled in possessiveness. What's mine is mine. And indeed, they wholeheartedly believe it. In spite of the closeness you once shared, the narcissist cultivates an enduring sense of disquiet, making vulnerable moments unpredictable and fraught with unease. They may shudder at the notion of displaying their vulnerability, or even shrink back at the sight of your uncandidness. As moments pass, the striking realization surfaces that the obstacles guarding vulnerability remain impervious. The closeness you once valued has turned into a distant remembrance. This specific approach is meticulously devised to erode your self-esteem and cultivate a chasm of doubt in the formerly hallowed realm of your mutual openness. While endeavoring to navigate this perplexing labyrinth of emotional denial, the narcissist watches from afar, delighting in the chaos induced by their intentional manipulations. You are left feeling adrift, wrestling with a skewed perception of your own self-worth amidst a tumultuous sea of bewilderment and instability. Engaging with these experiences enables us to better comprehend the unnerving dynamics present in a relationship with a narcissist. By recognizing the adverse effects of these behaviors and supporting each other, we can initiate the healing process and restore our self-worth, separate from the narcissist's control. You are not alone in this journey, and together, we can emerge emancipated and self-reliant. As we venture deeper into the enigmatic realm of emotional denial, we disclose the narcissist's penultimate tactic, the modification of sleeping patterns. The phrase, "no getting close tonight," reverberates in the atmosphere, encapsulating the narcissist's objective. The soothing sensation of physical contact and nocturnal embraces gradually vanishes, leaving behind an immense void of emotional disconnection. They either turn away or opt to abandon the joint sanctuary of rest, demoting you to the mere status of a roommate, devoid of the ardor that once drove your relationship. However, rest assured, the narcissist's urges persist, but now their focus shifts towards other endeavors, indicating that they have either satisfied their needs elsewhere or are gearing up to desert you. Despite their maltreatment throughout the day, the narcissist adamantly anticipates you to uphold a pretense of joy and satisfaction, even during your most susceptible moments. Throughout this examination, we have now exposed 7 types of emotional dismissal, each crafted to disorient and belittle the victims, leaving a path of emotional chaos. Survivors of narcissistic maltreatment may recognize these warning signs and deliberately decide to steer clear of further involvement with such emotional exploiters. For the narcissist, the crowning triumph is to tear us asunder, while brazenly expecting to be venerated as a pivotal figure in our lives. Gradually, these subtle refusals accumulate and erode our spirits, fulfilling the narcissist's sinister motives. For the time being, we wrap up this evaluation. If you possess any undiscovered facets of emotional dismissal to contribute, we welcome your invaluable perspectives in the comments below. Thank you for accompanying us on this voyage of comprehension and recovery. Collectively, we can develop stronger and more resistant to such manipulation.